Now he begins fighting on all three sides. I mean, it's kind of fascinating how he's got pressure on the center, he's got pressure on the queen side, and he's always got this lurking advancement on this side of the board. So he plays rook to e7, plays rook b8, kind of improving the positioning of his pieces, b4, and now c4, and the queen has to drop back. So the evaluation of this position 27 moves in is that Fischer has a slightly better position because of a bit more pressure, a bit more kind of tangible pressure on the weaknesses, whereas Spassky's got pressure on things that are very well defended that he cannot kind of attack more than Fischer can defend. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, what I said about that lurking threat? h5. And then all of a sudden, you know, Fischer's trying to make progress on this side. Now here, they briefly repeat, and then here, Bobby Fischer just says, you know what, I got a damn good bishop, but kaboom, and let me come and take this pawn. And here, Spassky is relying on the fact that in entering this endgame by swapping all the pieces off the board, ultimately this will be decided by a concept known as the opposite-colored bishops, which could be a draw, because ultimately in endgames with just opposite-colored bishops and some degree of pawns of both players like that are similar, like 4 versus 5 or even 4 versus 2 in some rare cases where, you know, it's like 1 or 2 pawns, that opposite colored bishops could be a draw. But here's the problem. Bobby Fischer is only going to trade queens if he is 100% convinced that he has a win, and furthermore, he might just not trade the queens at all. He might just maintain the pressure with the queen and the bishop, but they also do say that the opposite-colored bishops favor the attacking player. And when you go in an attack on a king, the opposite-colored bishops will favor the person attacking because one of the bishops cannot defend against the other. And in this position, Boris Spassky resigned because, for example, if he were to play king to e1, there would be a winning of a second pawn, and then bishop to d2 would lead to just checkmate. I mean, it's just mate on the back rank.